Hi guys, Edna with Photography. Thank you for watching this video and thank you for coming along with us today as we do some quinceañera poses. Now, you can use these poses for photos or Sweet 16 photos. In the Latin culture, we shoot quinceañeras. All right, guys, the first pose that we're gonna do is a twirl photo. And I like a lot of movement in my photography. I don't like static poses. I think that's just the worst. And I think that quinceañera photography lacks a lot of innovation like you see in wedding photography. It lacks a lot of creativity. I think that we can use the same principles that we use for wedding photography in quinceañera photography. So the first pose that I'm gonna do is going to be a twirl photo. And so what I want you to do is I want you to face at a 3/4 angle. You're gonna bring your arm up and twirl it around, and you're gonna hold your dress so that when you're twirling, you twirl the dress with you. And when you're finally coming towards the camera, I want you to have that hand way back here, the dress way up here in the front and looking at the camera. Gorgeous. So another thing I want you guys to know is that I often ask my clients to repeat the pose over and over and over again because these are new concepts for them. So I have them do it over again. I'll correct them as they're doing. I'm shooting as I'm going. I'm encouraging them that they're doing great. And then, you know, once you do it about 4 or 5 or 6 times, then you'll be able to capture some really cool photos. Go. Good, again. Here I've explained to Maya to just move her dress around forward and backwards and look to the left and right. And here I've asked her to do the same thing, just run towards the camera, which is going to give us a lot more expression on her face. Now here I've explained to Maya that I want her to run ahead and look back at me as she's running. I love this pose. I think this prompted style of photography is so much fun and can really give you a lot of expression on the face. And the whole flowing dress and flowing hair thing, I just adore. Now I'm having Maya walk away from me, but this time making her dress flow in a wave-like pattern and just looking back at me occasionally. I love the texture of the dress in this style of photo. And here Maya's going to do a compound of movements where she's going to walk with the dress flailing, and then she's going to do a little twirl at the end. And it's nice to have some compound movements stacked together for something a little bit different. All right, guys, this next pose is also a really popular quinceañera pose. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay Maya down on the ground so that the light is at a 3/4 angle diagonally going from her forehead down her cheek this way. Now this is very, very soft light, but I'll explain as I'm doing the pose. And this is a floor pose where she'll be laying down on the floor. All right, Maya, I need you to lay down. So the light is coming from that direction over there. So I want your head here and your feet that way. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift the dress up so she's actually laying on the dress so that the dress is actually the background for the photograph. So go ahead and sit down first. So the first thing I'm gonna have Maya do is lay down so that she's laying on her dress. We're splaying the dress out. And I don't like a dress that's too crisp. What you really want is texture. So that's what I'm always striving for when I'm shooting quinceañeras is I don't like a crispy, straight dress. We're looking for a very renaissance-y looking texture. So now we're gonna lay Maya down, and as she's laying down, I'm gonna grab her hair and bring it down. And I'm gonna splay her hair down. Good. And the light is coming from this direction, down this way and this way. You can't really tell as much right now because we're a little bit near sunset and the sunset's behind the hills, but what I like to do with this pose is I want to get one hand on Maya's belly like this and the other hand up right here by her face or near her eyes. Just like this. You're going to turn your head just a little bit and you're looking up at the camera, and you can do this pose from up all the way up above or off to the side a little bit. You can have the face straight like this, or you can have it at an angle, whatever you like. We'll shoot a little bit here so you can see. And you're looking up at me. Turn your head this way towards me just a little bit. Perfect, just like that. Beautiful. A little smile. Chin up a little bit more. Good, just like that. Shoot it from this angle now. Turn your head this way just a little bit. Scoot your head this way just a little bit. Good, just like that. Turn your head, turn your head, turn your head. Another pose that I really like to do is I like to bring whatever side I'm shooting on, and right now I want to shoot from this side because it adds a little more shadow, and shade is always going to slim the face a little bit. What I like to do is I like to bring the hand that's closest to me and bring it up and around the hairline just like this. And then the other hand up like this. And this is another pose that I really like to do. Now I'm going to bring the hand down just a little bit more right here, just like this. Good. Looking right up at me. And now I'm going to shoot a photo straight above, just like this. Hand on your chin. Good. Turn your head, just like that. You're always wanting to play with the hair, just like that. Perfect. Beautiful. I like that Maya's moving. Turn your head right there. Chin down a little bit for that one. Awesome. And now we're going to move on to a sitting pose. While I have Maya on the floor, I may as well do a floor pose and do a really super shallow depth of field photo where just her lashes are in focus and nothing else. So usually what I like to do is flail the dress behind her, depending on your environment. If you have gorgeous flowers, then maybe you want to show it, but if it's just green grass, and you know, for me green grass is always kind of just a little bit boring, then we want to flail the dress behind her, and I'm right up above her. Bring your hair forward, Maya. Gorgeous, just like that. I want to play with the hair a little bit. Good. And you're just looking up at me, and I shoot this at about a 2.0. Now what I want you to do for me is just close your eyes and turn your head this way in this direction. And we're going to do kind of a shoulder shot where it's like she's looking back. Eyes at me. This would be a perfect way to have a bouquet and the flowers showing blurry in the background. Bring your hand down on this side. Good, looking up at me. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you again to Maya for being our quinceañera, even though she's 8 years past quinceañera age. She still has a baby face. Thank you guys again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to choose happiness. Be passionate about your life. Be passionate about your work. Photography, it just takes practice, guys. Just get out there, practice, do model calls, have fun, and you will definitely get it. It'll all click one day, I promise. It does for everybody. But again, thanks again, guys, and that's it. Bye, guys.